Okay, hey everyone, welcome to day 14 of VLOGmas, and I have my little jingle bell earrings. I don't know if you guys can see, it has a little bow and then a bell and it actually rings. It's super obnoxious and annoying, which is perfect because that's what the spirit I feel. Because all things tacky and super Christmassy is just the vibe that I've been on this season. But anyways, I just want to talk a little bit about recovery and what that has meant to me in the past and what is meaning to me moving forward. Basically, the way I was thinking about recovery all these years is always trying to return back to my healthiest, and any progress that I would make during my lower seasons and during my depressive episode, I would never credit it fully because it wasn't enough and it wasn't my best. And I have this all or nothing mentality in a lot of things in my life, and in my progress it's been the same. It's kind of like, oh well, since I'm not completely healthy, any little steps that I make throughout the process don't mean anything. And that is something that God is breaking me from, and I'm very, very grateful. And the reason why it connects to recovery, because I think in general, when we think of recovery, we're thinking about returning back to who we were before we got sick. And that isn't always the case. I don't know if it's ever the case, because as we're healing, we're learning and growing and becoming a new person. So we're being made whole in a new version of ourselves. So we're not trying to recover back to something. We're trying to move forward to something new. So I'm just really trying to work on not waiting for the old Cassandra to come back, or whenever I was last healthy before this last depressive episode, which started in November of 2016. It's been over 2 years now. But it's lifting in different ways here recently since my treatment. But basically, I'm just done with waiting for her. I'm never going to be her anymore. I'm no longer going to hang on to something when God has something different for me. And while I may have thought of that as my 100%, and if I can't reach that, then I'm never going to be well again. Instead of letting God grow me and transform me into whatever this is that he has me going through. And one of the main parallels that I've just kind of been thinking about is, before now, I've been thinking of depression as like a broken leg. So when someone breaks their leg, then they can go through the healing journey and physical therapy and everything and walk again. And then for the most part, if the healing goes well, they can walk back normally to how they were before their leg broke. Whereas if somebody is paralyzed, they cannot keep waiting to walk. Now, of course, I'm not talking about miracles, and sometimes people, overcome paralysis if a miracle happens. But in general, if you are not healed from paralysis due to a miracle, then you have to learn how to live your life while being paralyzed. And you can live a full life while being paralyzed. You don't have to keep comparing yourself to how you were when you walked. But you can just form a new life and have a full, whole life while being paralyzed. It's just different. So I think that is what I'm trying to move forward to really accept and think about. That is like, how can I move forward with this thorn that I've come to really connect it to, that Paul talks about being a thorn in his side, and he prayed to the Lord 3 times to take it away, and the Lord said that he will not. He didn't say that he will not, but basically the Lord said no, and Paul had to deal with that thorn. And I'll put the direct reference under me because I can't think of it from the top of my head, but just dealing with that. And I think just kind of accepting and recognizing that major depressive disorder may be my thorn, and learning how to walk and live with that instead of waiting for God to heal me the way that I think I need to be healed here on this earth, but moving forward in how can I live with this? God is keeping this on me for whatever reason, and his strength is made perfect in my weakness. And so I just have to move forward accepting that. And it's going to be a journey. This is just the very beginning because I have not been thinking about it this way. So I'm really learning and trying to take the steps to move forward with that new perspective and mindset. So I hope that I just hope that that touched somebody somewhere, because it really did touch me. And I'm just grateful for you all watching and just your support in this way. And I would love for you all to continue watching and supporting me in this way. And remember to love always. Bye.